Hey guys, I'll be right there. Give me just a second, guys. Hey guys, I'll be right there. Give me just a second, guys. Okay. Okay, we're here. All right. Let's do this. Do I have any new orders? No, I haven't finished these. All right. All right. Hey guys, hope y'all are doing well. Let's go play as a knight 4 more times. Go play as a assassin 10 more times. I'm gonna do 1 more match of breach, so we'll save that breach for later. Let's go ahead and hit Dominion. We'll play as a assassin, maybe get this order over with. Let's do it. Raven, what's up with the title? Did something happen? Been a long day. A long week, really. Crazy stuff has been going on, and I feel like that's just been my phrase for the last week. Just, well, that just happened. You know, just... It's one thing after another, guys. It really is. It really is just one thing after another. Hey, Aaron. How you doing, man? Just one thing after another. And so I just feel like that's been my catchphrase for a while. Well, that just happened. Hey, we're at the new map. Sweet. Check Discord when you get select message. Okay. Let's go ahead and start things off with Peacekeeper. And I'll check Discord while we're loading in. Hold on, taking me a minute. I appreciate that, Aaron. Appreciate the message. Needed to read it. Sorry, my voice is a little messed up. Alright. Let's do this. The Minecraft movie looks awful. I didn't even know they were making a Minecraft movie. Luckily, I'm not a Minecraft fan, so it's not going to affect me very much. I don't care all that much about Minecraft, if I'm being honest. Damn, that Peacekeeper, she kinda bad, though. What do you mean? Like, I think she looks good. I think she looks good. Raven got the only good fashion in this lobby. Oh, thank you. Bolter the bastards. Nope, Space Marine 2 will not be until Sunday, probably. We probably won't be able to play Space Marine 2 until Sunday. I've already created lore for one of my classes in Space Marine 2. I've already made lore for one of my classes in Space Marine 2. It's pretty great. I'm very proud of it. Got more to do, though. Good move. That game looks so good, but you haven't picked it up yet. What game? Space Marine 2. I have picked it up. What? I've been playing it for... I've streamed it a few times, the Skellington. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Hey, Raven Gamer, what's your heritage? Dark Angels. That one's down. This shaman is good at holding on. Anyway. Raven, are there any historical facts you learned that you like to include in writing? I mean, like, some of those are old beauty standards based on... Oh, yeah. Yeah, in fact, if I'm ever writing a story that takes place in the past or in a fantasy setting, I do a lot of research into that past era and time to try to make it as true as I possibly can. I've gotten in trouble for that too. Like, I've used language that back in the time period would have been totally acceptable, but nowadays is seen as authentic. And so I've gotten into some hot water for doing that, but I try to be as accurate as I possibly can. I also try to use beauty standards and fashion sense as well. Oh, good light parry. Oh, okay. Good read. Not bad. Do you mean gay for joyous because that's what it used to mean? That's one, yeah. That is one. Or queer for strange. Queer used to mean strange or different. Raven, what's your new thumbnail about? Been dealing with a lot, so that's just kind of been what I've been saying lately. I've just been saying, well, that just happened a whole lot. I feel like that sums up this week. Thank you.
You captured Zone A.
Hey Ace, how you doing? Queer kind of still means strange now, to be honest. Well, I've gotten in trouble for that. I've gotten in trouble for that. Oh no, Safe and Sorrow's mad. Bruh. I don't know what to tell you. Bruh. Always good to see me play For Honor. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I do like playing For Honor. I do like it. Hey, Ruben, how are you? How is your situation right now? I'm managing. I don't want to say it's good. I'm just managing, you know, and that's all I can do. That's all I can do sometimes. Sometimes the best you can do is just take every day, one day at a time. Here, let's help my boy out. She was going to die, and she was in the middle of enemy territory. There was nothing that could be done. Now I just got to hold out. Good try.
You captured Zone C.
Damn it. Anyway. You'd be down to join. Now, I'm going to be playing solo tonight. As I've said before, I usually only invite people when I'm in a really good mood, and I won't let bad matches ruin my mood. Because I don't want to ruin y'all's experiences with my bad attitude. So, since I'm not in the best of moods tonight, I think it'd be smarter if I just, you know, played by myself so that way if I get into a spot where my attitude goes downhill, I'm not, you know... Damn. Anyway, for a Raven rant, do you want to talk about any problem customers at your Longhorns job? Oh, we had a lot of problem customers at Longhorns. We had a lot of those. Evening Raven, I was wondering what the meaning of the stream title tonight and yesterday were about. I could tune in yesterday. The title for tonight is basically built around the idea that this last week has been very difficult and with a lot of stuff going on. And because of that, I've just been kind of saying that line a lot, like, well, that just happened, guys, you know, that kind of thing. Raven, what do you think is an undervalued weakness or flaw a protagonist could have? An undervalued weakness. Good question. It's an well, that's a good question. An undervalued weakness. I would say a good undervalued weakness might be
Victory.
Substance abuse.
no, not substance abuse. Naivety. Naivete is one that's often poorly used. People like to use naivety in writing Mary Sue's. Like they'll write a character, and when you ask, okay, what's their big weakness? What's their holdup? Oh, she's naive. You know, she's naive. She's just so gullible. She just has such a good heart, and she believes whatever people tell her. And you know that means that because the reason they do it that way is because they want them to be victimized. They want them to trust someone and then have that trust shattered. Don't use it that way. Use it instead. Make their gullibleness actually a character point. They trusted someone, had that trust betrayed, they suffered as a result, and now they have trust issues. They have trouble trusting people. You know, that could be something that they actually struggle with. Oh, let's go again. Oh, Raven, is it possible to join you? Not tonight, man. Not tonight. I'm playing solo tonight. You good, Lord?
Yeah.
What you doing?
Putting sleeves in the cards.
Alright. Alright, what are my other orders? Finish the assassin order, so now I just gotta play 3 more times as a knight. So let's go...
Will you play 3 more times to connect?
I haven't played Griffin in a while. Let's go Griffin. What about laziness or lust? I was thinking about this for two protagonists for a story of mine. Laziness is definitely a good one. You know, if you have a character who's just lazy or not committing.
It can be irritating though too, because it's just kind of like at a certain point, like get the story moving.
Yeah, let me move my mic so that
It can be funny, but at the same time, you got to be careful with it.
Well, it depends. I think it all depends on how you plan to use the weakness. Or lust. Lust will definitely be a problem. Like, I would say that a good weakness... Like, look at Sanji from One Piece. He's an excellent example of lust as a weakness. Sanji is literally so lustful, he cannot bring himself to hurt a woman. His chivalry will not allow him to. And that is a good weakness. That is a good weakness he has. It's a consistent weakness. He's never once hit a woman. And that is a weakness he has.
Zoro has poor sense of direction.
Yep, like you can, like I think that Zoro's weakness is a great one.
You could also use the idea of I think literature that was talking about, like your character could be a bigot in a certain way. I mean, that's something he has to overcome, or she.
His mental disabilities are being challenged a weakness. I mean, it depends on how you do it. It can be a hold up. It can be a struggle for someone. Because they may find difficulty socially or in their career because of their mental handicap. But the problem with that is you have to walk on eggshells. Because if you write it as an insulting sense, then people are going to get offended. Why didn't I say that?
Why did you carry the platypus?
Baited him. He thought I was going for the dodge attack, and I didn't. Haha. Wait, who just quit? Please tell me that Centurion didn't quit. Okay, no, Centurion's still there. I was about to say, if the Centurion straight up quit, that would have been funny.
Centurion.
Would anger issues be a good one? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Achilles, my guy.
Good mad scientist type characters? Yeah, I mean, if you can manage that, go for it.
Please, we call them Belisarius Claw.
What happened? It's just the title of the stream, man. Don't read too much into it.
Sometimes a stream title can just be a stream title, man. Turned him into a giant twat.
Remember when I struggle using Griffin even though I really like him, tips or tricks? Take advantage of his hyper armor on his third heavy. Don't be afraid to let some attacks fly. When you do your undodgeable light attack, do it from the top as often as you can, because some players have crushing counters on dodges, and if you do it from the side, they might be able to crush and counter it. So do it from the front instead. I got it. Oh well. Will animals go to heaven? There's a lot of contention around that question, and my answer is it depends, because I think the way you need to look at it is souls go to heaven, and so you have to answer the question: do animals have souls? You need to remember that God created mankind in His own image, so it is highly likely that animals do not have souls. Animals were created and put on this earth to tend to the earth and to take care of us. This guy knows every play I'm gonna make.
right? That's Godric, right?
Yep, this is Godric.
Where's Felix? We'll make a slayer out of you yet, manly.
When are you going to have a Florida knight on Piranha wielding a sharpened frying pan and attack alligator?
You assumed it needs to be sharpened?
It doesn't need to be sharpened. But in answer to the question, will animals go to heaven? I'd like to think that God sets up every relationship we have to have meaning. So will we see our pets in heaven? I've been asked that before. I think that relationship was godly, and I think that some people even strengthen their relationship with God through those relationships. So I want to say yes, that meaning will still have merit in heaven, but do I think that all animals will go to heaven? I don't know about that. Animals were created by God to serve God's purpose. I don't know if that extends to them having a place in heaven. Haha, he's running back to the zone. I love it. I love it. Bro, that did not work out for you. I'm going to heal up real quick.
You captured Zone A. You lost Zone C.
Ooh, good light parry, bro. Hey Raven, have you ever heard of the mythos surrounding the creature raspberries? No.
Is that raspberry grease?
Never heard of it.
Where's the one raspberry?
Okay, good read.
Enemy team is breaking.
By the way, still on shoulder. Oh, thanks for being on my shoulder, Aaron. Appreciate that.
Lean on.
Yeah, he's my shoulder parrot, Lark.
Squawk.
The enemy
It
rally.
applies the distance of a parrot, not related to
Enemy team is breaking.
And as we know, that's a physical impossibility.
But is it really? I believe Heidegger once said that's great.
I will take this zone for the
You
Emperor.
captured Zone C.
For the Empire! Ah!
Raven, yeah, you're going Raven's shoulder. Who are you taking next? Yeah, there are better shoulders to be on than mine, for sure.
A regular sized parrot or a human sized one?
Well, he couldn't be on my shoulder if he was a human-sized parrot.
But it depends on what kind of human are we talking about? Like if we're talking about a dwarf, then yeah. If we're talking about a child, then yeah. But if we're talking about a full-grown adult average male, then
No one hit him! No one hit him!
You captured Zone A.
There you go. Good fight, bro. I'm gonna take a load off.
Victory.
Don't you think the Romans should get their own faction? No. No, I do not. I do not think the Romans should get their own faction.
yeah, they're fine with the knights.
They are fine sticking with the Knights because the Knights evolved from the Romans, so I think that it makes total sense. And besides, if we added a whole Roman faction, that means we better add some new heroes to all of them. And then we're only... Because here's the thing. You'd probably be like, oh, well, I could come up with weapons and armor for each one. Could you come up with unique armors for each one? Could you make unique armors for each season? Because they make new armors each season. Could you make new weapon sets for each season? Could you make their weapons, their style of fighting unique each season? I don't think you could. I think adding 2 Romans was fine. I think adding 2 Romans was perfectly fine. What's Griffin based on? Well, now that we know we have a Varangian, I'm going to lean more on the idea of a Slavic mercenary. I'm going to lean on the idea that he's a Slavic mercenary. Because the Bardiche was largely used by the Russians. So I want to lean on the idea that he's a Slav or a Russian. So I'm going to say he's a Slavic mercenary. That's what I think he is. 2 more matches as a knight. 2 more as a knight. Oh, I did try out the Warden testing ground. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice, guys. I like it. Warden feels so good in that testing ground. The Kievan Rus? Yeah, possibly. Possibly Kievan Rus. I haven't gone Warmonger in a hot minute. Let's go our girl.
War Mommy.
I haven't gone War Mommy in a little while. Sukaviet.
Sukaviet. Eringedanget.
You feel like Centurion Gladius should move to the Outlander faction? I think they're fine right where they are. Because again, the Romans were the inspiration and predecessors of the Knights. I think they're fine right where they are.
Besides, they are the Roman faction, the Holy Roman.
If anything, I think that they should take Griffin and move him to the Outlander since he doesn't identify as a knight anymore. And I think they should take Pirate and move her to the Wu Lin because she's so obviously a Wu Lin.
Balance isn't partial.
What I find hard to believe nowadays is the freshman 15 college is a lot of walking. It is a lot of walking, but don't be surprised. You will see that freshman 15 if you're not careful. You gotta watch for it.
Yep.
We experienced it. We know.
Yeah. 15. I was lucky that my dorm was right next not only to the dining hall but to the gym right here.
According to what I've read, the Razgriz is a paradoxical duality between dark and light, demon and hero, leading to several interpretations of his conflicting symbolism. It resembles a Valkyrie.
Why do they call it the Razgriz?
Okay. I don't.
It's Razgriz, man.
Alright.
Oh no. Looks like these samurai Vikings are getting ambushed at the furry convention.
Finish your freshman year, man. You lost weight. Well, I mean, some people deal with stress differently. Some people eat to relieve stress. Some people diet to relieve stress. I guess you were the latter, you know, because some people I do know experience the freshman 15.
You captured Zone C. Lost Zone A.
I got you.
Every time I think it's right, I end up in rage. I know that feeling.
Zone A.
Good parry. Ooh, this Jong Jun is no slouch.
Surprise.
got him. Move on. Thank you.
That's over control.
She's a little angry.
She's angry! She's angry! No, I'm not flying. I'm just here. Video lags. No, I'm not just here.
Barry. You want to hit him, bro? Kyoshin, why did you sit there? You could have helped, you absolute numbskull. I hope he kills you. You absolute numbskull. He could have gone in there and actually helped. He could have actually helped when I was being grabbed, but he sat there in his all guard like a moron. Some people. Hey Raven, you even got rejected? By who? Who did I get rejected by? Oh, do you mean have I ever been rejected? Yes, I have been. I've been rejected, turned down, cheated on.
You captured Zone C.
I'm gonna go heal. I think you can deal with it. But yeah, if the question is, have I ever been rejected? Yes. I have.
You lost.
Rather not go into it, please.
Team is breaking.
Only an idiot would reject this Hong Kong burning bird. Appreciate it. Means a lot. But it is what it is. In my opinion, the Honorable Heroes of the Night, like the original Force Samurai, the rest are cancerous dog shit. I like the news show. Hey Raven, what's something you think is overrated but you still like? I think a lot of things. If I think something is overrated, I'd probably like it. You know, or I probably don't like it. I mean, I don't know. I can't think of anything that I would say I like that's overrated. Raven, do you have a way to write dialogue without making them sound British, or is it a mind thing? It's a mind thing. It is a mind thing. Careful. You just need to be careful with your diction.
It's particularly bad though. Like if you've been listening to a lot of audiobooks from a certain Warhammer developer.
Yeah.
And suddenly you're right, and suddenly you're like, why am I imagining being British?
Yeah, it's one of those things.
Oh, good gosh, I'm British.
Yeah, don't worry about that. It's all about diction. It's all about how you write. Yeah. I mean, just try not to use words that would specifically sound British or phrasing like that.
Avoid the British.
Brady, you should choose your Warmonger build. Oh, it's easy. That's an easy build. I'll walk you through it sometime. One more match as a knight. I think I will go Law Bringer.
We must avoid Proto-American dialogue. Actually, it's not really Proto-American.
Yeah,
Because the thing is, actually, an American dialogue, or dialect rather, is more of a natural progression of the English language than fancy British or English dialect is. Because that English dialect is directly traced to the nobility, particularly George III. And so all the nobles wanted to sound like fancy like that, and a lot of the other British people wanted to sort of emulate that way of manner of talking, and that's how that accent started to develop. So actually, we're the ones that are actually on the more up.
hello, Seth. Story of the Foley, they're making another Dracula movie. Keanu Reeves as Jonathan Harker and Johnny Depp as Dracula. No. Just stop. Don't make any more movies about Dracula. Y'all can't do them right. Y'all can't do them right.
You know, creative level, Keanu Reeves as Jonathan Harker actually kind of works.
Now, I'm not saying it can't work. I'm saying they can't do it.
No, I agree with you. I'm just saying.
All right, let's see how this match goes. Oh.
Okay, don't keep it.
It's gonna be a three-man fight here. Nothing I could do. I was just outmatched. Well, not outmatched, outnumbered. I don't want to give them more credit than they're due. Was black armor a real thing or fantasy-wise for combat battles, not ceremonial? I wouldn't see the point. I mean, yeah, you might see it. You might see them paint armor black, but there's not a lot of point. Unless it's just intimidate the opponent. I wouldn't paint armor black, especially if you're going into a very bright, sunny, hot area, because black absorbs sunlight.
Not to mention, the idea is, the only reason you paint it black is to, like, if you're doing a night attack, but, night attack, but the other problem is, like, remember, when they got plate armor, they actually would polish it such a great deal to, like, help it not to rust, so actually, like, putting black on it was how you counterintuitive.
Ah, all the storm rushes.
Look at the gun. Follower of Slanesh right there.
Yeah, he's a cringe. This guy lives for his storm rushes. I hate it.
Turkish spray.
Nah, he's good. He's good. I just hate the repetitive storm rushes. It's a cringe way to get easy hits. Emote, you vapid bitch.
Lost zone C.
Raven, I saw a post saying Catholicism is better appealing to women than Protestantism due to Ash, which is as saints. What do you think? If you're honestly using saints to appeal to women, why? What do saints have that appeal to women, I ask you? And if the answer has anything to do with sex appeal, then that is the wrong way to bring anyone to any kind of faith. That's ridiculous.
Zone C.
Light parry. Holy shit. Women can be saints, I think, is the main point. And women can be ministers in the Protestant faith.
Well, depending on which denomination.
Yeah, but still, it's Protestantism.
But like your key thing to joining a church should be like trying to find salvation and whether that's God, not whether or not like, oh look, something I agree with, someone that looks like me is in an upper echelon.
Yeah, no, that to me is bullshit. Just the whole idea that, oh look, you can be in a leadership position just because you join this now. Screw that. Run away, Nisha. Run away, you coward. You're real brave when you're fighting alongside your babysitter Orochi. You're real brave when you're by that guy. I'm done. Didn't take long. I'm done with that. I'm done with that. And that's the reason why I didn't want to play with anyone tonight. I'm not feeling it. And if I played with people, y'all would have to put up with that. I'm not doing that.
captured Zone C.
Sorry about that, guys. Just not in a great mood tonight. I know. Playing against bots, I've heard it all before. I just don't want to play against people right now.
Lost Zone C. You captured Zone A.
Yeah, I got angry at an Orochi that was honestly just playing way better and emoting after each win, and I just wasn't in the mood for it. And the news show who just refused to stand her ground and ran away when things were getting tough for her, like, the kind of crap really pisses me off. Even if I know I'm no match for an opponent, I will still stay and fight. But her just running away because she didn't have her precious Orochi to save her. Just weak sauce play. Yeah, I knew I was going to die there. I still stayed.
Enemy team is breaking.
I think For Honor should have a reboot like For Honor 2 of some sorts. No. I think this game is fine as it is. I think people who are demanding For Honor 2 just...
You lost Zone A.
Alright, Coastal, see you later. Sorry that, things got heated in the end. No one's fault but mine.
Enemy team is breaking.
Alright, Nathan, hopefully we end up in the same match. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Alright, Sujan. You know what? I'm just gonna finish up my orders and probably call it there, guys. I'm not. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just not. We're gonna start wrapping things up. Oh, I still got 4 minutes. Well, while we wait on that, I will finish editing this. Rundown of Momo? Yeah, I'll do that in just a second. We literally just lost 10 viewers in 5 seconds. That's insane. Not a good day. You alright, Lark?
Yep.
How you holding up?
I'm still breathing.
So, armor-wise, Hokinen helm, Hokinen chest, and Hokinen arms. Weapon, Kokoryu blade, Raven Kasanami shaft, and Raven Kasanami guard. Traits, first trait, body type obvious. Chest and back, you want Summer Claws 3, which you get from the Battle of Bridge 1000 Blades event Illustrious outfit. No symbol, but you want the Moon Crane embossing. For emblem, you want the water lily. For your emblem, you want the water lilies, or ornament rather. For the head, you want Summer Claws 2, which you also get from the Illustrious outfit. For the face, nothing. For material, white. Right shoulder, nothing. Left shoulder, nothing. color, Sugar Plum, which you get from the Cherry Tree Elite outfit. So, Sugar Plum. For feats, I'm still working on those, but I use Speed Revive, Smoke Bomb, Longbow, and Fire Trap. For executions, I use Mega Super Combo Punch, Maigetsu, Momiji no Uchi, and Fusoku. For emotes, Rain of Petals, and Disco Dance. For combat, I Bow to You, and the Subarashi. For signature, my Neon Heart. And for effect, I use Cherry Blossom on Idol, Cherry Blossom on all the executions except the Super Mega Combo Punch. Free Roam, I use Fortunate Fukuro on this. And then combat, I use Cherry Blossom on the first emote, then Fortunate Fukuro on the second. Any good subs for the Summer Claws pattern? Let me see. Summer Claws are honestly the best option, but you could also go with Horkos Aspirant 1, which you get from the Horkos Aspirant set. You could also go with, let's see. There's another one. You could go with Lunar Swirls, which you get from the Monsters of the Otherworld. Lunar Swirls 1 is decent. You could also do Pollock 3, which you get from the Cherry Tree Elite. And I'm sure there's another one. I just haven't thought of it yet. You could go with Tranquil Ghost 1 from the Ghost Rights Event Pass. That one's pretty decent. It looks pretty good. You could go with Heretic Disciple 2. That's a decent substitute. You could go with Taintless Seer 3. That's decent. If you have the Dead by Daylight set, you could go with one of the Daylight's End sets. That's not so bad. And yeah, those are all the ones I can think of that I would recommend. So yeah. Now what is this new one? I don't know anything about it. Oh, the dance party thing. Alright, but yeah, now you know how to build Momo. While I'm here, let me experiment a little. That's not half bad. That's not half bad. More of an ocean demon now. Might keep that. I'll try it a few times, see how I like it. If a snake appeared from a bush and offered you a bowl of rice, would you accept it? I don't think so.
I mean, there's something biblical about rejecting food.
Yeah, snakes offering food usually doesn't end well. I like some of these sets. While I'm waiting, I want to experiment with something. Okay, that'll do. Yeah, I like that. Gamlang. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I'll do that. Explore. Okay. Helmet could probably stay the same, or we could change it out. Let's see. No, I don't want any with the. I don't want any with the lip. No. Oh, that's not bad. No. Oh, they all have to have the FM lip. There we go. That's not bad. That's not bad. Just keep looking. Keep looking.
Caliban.
Ooh, that one looks pretty good. What do you think?
Not bad. We're getting somewhere.
Okay, I'm thinking that one maybe.
That one almost gives a Terminator vibe.
It does kind of. That one too isn't bad.
Go back.
What about this one?
Yeah, that one gives almost like a bulwark vibe.
Yeah, let's go with that. Okay. Now for the weapon. Let me see. The lion there actually seems to work. Let's go with the Lion's Roar set. This makes sense to me. We're gonna go Son of the First. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's not bad. Alright. Do we give him an ornament that befits this? No, no need for an ornament, but let's get the right... Need the right color palette. This color palette's not going to work. First, let's get our symbol. I need something that's going to come close. I know we're not going to get exactly, but I want something close. I don't want the dragon stuff because that's going to be too similar to the salamanders, and that's not what I'm going for. That's not bad. That's pretty damn close. I'll put that as a placeholder. That's also pretty damn close. Oh, that may go on the back. Ooh, winged sword. That might be it. That might be gravy. That might be gravy.
Probably as close as you'll get.
Well, we'll look through the rest, but that is a close one. It is very close. I know, like I said, I know we won't get anything exactly, but it never pays. Whoa, what about that one? No, it's not the right color and not thick enough to be noticed. Because we want this to stand out a little bit. We want it to stand out a little bit. I love how Horkos' symbol is so similar to Chaos. That's just funny.
That works well for a certain story, I know.
Yeah. Whoa, what about that?
It's close. It's awful close. If you could just superimpose like the wings down there on that sword, that'd be great.
That would be perfect. That would be perfect. We'll go with this one, the sword laurel. That one looks nice. And we'll do the same thing on the other side.
Salamander Lover? No, Dark Angel.
Yeah, this is a Dark Angel. We're going Dark Angel.
Considering his propensity for fire damage because of the bombs, I understand.
I understand the confusion, but we're going Dark Angel. I know a lot of people have gone ahead and left. I understand. I get it, guys. I get it. Alright, for the back, I think we'll use it embossing. How about that?
For the lion.
Oh, we could do the lion instead.
Ooh.
We could do that lion, or we could do the skull one.
Go for the lion. You are anointed Caliban.
Are you making a Dark Angel Lawbringer? Yep.
You could argue this could actually be members of the Order on Caliban that before the...
Yeah, this is what the Order was like on Caliban before the lion, hey?
And they had some technology, but their armor was empowered like this.
Although they would have black armor, wouldn't they?
No, the original Dark Angels did, but actually what's interesting is Lionel Johnson, towards the end of the Horse Heresy, said, like, we're going to change our armor color to green in honor of the great beasts of Caliban in that fight. So there's a better than average chance that they would have actually had more of this color.
Interesting. We're going to do that because I like the Dark Angels, and I'm making a Dark Angel. His name is Nathaniel. He's cool. We'll go with that. Change up color scheme. That's almost flawless right there.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, now...
Looks good. Ain't even lying. Bottom.
Now, do we add an ornament? That might be a good ornament.
If you can get sort of like winged, like a winged helmet, that'd be yeah, that's something. Avenging Angel. Definitely.
Avenging Angel, yeah, that might be what we do there. Let's see what else.
Maybe it's sort of like how the Warden has, like, you know, like the winged thing. That'd be good.
No. It's close, actually. It's a cool crest. Definitely a cool crest. Got these feathers here.
Yeah.
That
A
eagle.
little better. A little better. Is that a lion?
A flying lion.
Ooh, that's tempting.
What?
That's tempting.
That is pretty
We
tempting.
hold for the lion.
We get it from the Tower of Lee's Elite. I could get it. Let's see what else before we commit.
Do the bit.
Oh, whoa, what about that, bro? The eagle shield, I like that. It's pretty cool.
Because we hold for the lion.
Okay, so that's everything. Do you think we go with one? That one is very tempting.
It might take a bit to get that outfit, though. So.
No, it wouldn't. It's the Tower of Lee's Elite. We just go over here.
Oh, it's an elite outfit. I thought it was like mythic.
Let me see, Tower of Lee's. Oh, there it is. 7,000. We could get it.
I say the line, the ornament's the only thing going for him on that one.
Yeah, we just won't use anything else. We'll just use a line.
Which chapter should be for the warden?
I'll think on that later.
See you later, alligator.
There we go. Now we just gotta get in the proper executions. That. I'm not changing the effect. Not at all. That's too good. All right. Let's go through his execute. Let's start with his unique one first. Sweep the leg. The impaler. I'm keeping that one because the kick is good. I'm going to replace the impaler with this one. Alright, let's see how that'll look. The backbreaker's fine, but it's too slow. How about... Alright, let's get rid of the unique then. Look at some of the others.
Do you have the black wings effect?
No, not on him. What about this? Tempting. Then there's this.
I feel like that should go for a white scar.
That should be more of a white scar thing, you're right. Let's see. That could be funny. Let's see. Sword of the Emperor.
Or is that Inity's Edge?
Inity's Edge, I like that.
Like Lazarus.
We'll put that in, yeah. Alright, we'll keep that. Emotes, glorious, recognition. Yeah, I think what we got is good there. Let's check combat. My liege, you want some? Mate virtute. You're welcome. Grunt. Pony. None shall pass. I think what we've got is good. Signature. Wyvern's pack. Oh, it could be that. What do you think of this, bro?
Just shove the Canis heel.
That's good for the wolf, for the space wolf, yeah.
Well, we do know that they do drink alcohol. They just don't get anything from it, but they
right. Oh, that won't be good.
On my honor.
That's a good one. I think we'll keep that one. And then effect. Oh wow, that is tempting. Hold on, let me see that in execution.
Black off.
Okay, that might replace the red eyes thing. What do you think?
Is this a new Warbringer legend? Kinda.
What do you think this should replace red eyes?
We get the red eyes and then some. So
yeah. Let's get this one. That kind of does it, doesn't it? That kind of does it. Okay. Okay, Lark.
We need an execution where we just grab them and yeet them out of existence.
What about this? so solid. Okay. We've made him. We have made our Dark Angel. We've made the Dark Angel. Wait, there's one thing we're missing. There is one thing we're missing. I'll just scroll way down for this.
And way down we go. The kingdom endures, as does the Imperium.
We could put the Royal Lion there.
That's...
We could also put just Lion.
I'm live.
And we could put
Lion.
the lion's head. And we could put the sword here.
I'd say the sword is the closest thing.
Okay. Alright, we have made the Dark Angel.
Before the Dark Angels.
Alright. And
The uncrowned prince.
And just for that, we are going to take him into a test drive on Breach.
Breach!
But anyway, we'll do this match and then I'm probably going to end it, guys. And it's nothing that you guys did. Really, it's my fault. I'm not in a great mood. I've been kind of down and out for a little while. Lord knows. Just been kind of dealing with it. Probably shouldn't have streamed. Probably just needed to take a night off. But hey, you know, it's what we do. Gotta keep things going. Be entertaining. Have fun. I try to. You know, it's an ironic thing. You know, you jump into a game hoping to have a good time, and sometimes it's just rough. All right, let's bring in our new Lawbringer. Let's bring in our Dark Angel Lawbringer.
They were saying friends of John the Liner. I'd say John the Liner.
Oh yeah, that's right. John DeLiner always makes the green, the emerald green characters. So yeah.
You can be the salamander.
Yeah, John DeLiner can have a salamander if he wants. I'm keeping the Dark Angel.
They're all nice salamander.
Honestly, I wish we had a darker colored green. That would work even
Yeah.
better. I see why people think it's a salamander, but it's...
Well, if need be, we can make them black and make them be an OG.
Yeah, we could go tar. We could go the tar color.
You can make it tar color.
Wait, so is it another Lawbringer legend? No, it's a Dark Angel.
From like 4K.
Alright, well, Breach time. Let's go. Hey Raven, we know the Dark Angel is the best, but what's your second pick? White Scars. White Scars are my second favorite.
No. You don't just tell someone to learn 40K. You have to let them slowly embrace it. Oh yeah, bro.
But yeah, White Scars are my second favorite, Stardy's Legion. They are so underrated. They are incredible. They are the only Legion I know of that beat the hell out of the Red Corsairs and sent them packing. Solo. Like, they didn't have any outside help, which I'm like, boy. And they get so little attention. That's what I hate about it. Like, people don't know anything about them. Some people don't even know who Khan is. Now, if you were asking which Space Marine Legion do I think is the second best behind the Dark Angels, that's a good question. I would say the Dark Angels are definitely the best, but if you ask me, if you really twisted my arm and made me pick which one I thought was second best, I would either say the Blood Angels or I hate to say it, but the Space Wolves. Yeah.
Space Wolves!
I mean, the Space Wolves, as much as they annoy me, I can't question their ability.
The Blood Angels player, the Blood Angels are really only interesting after Zenny's death. I mean, the Red Thirst is kind of spicy.
The Red Thirst is kind of interesting, yeah.
But I mean, I prefer Dante over Sanguinius in terms of character.
Yeah, definitely. Dante's far more interesting.
Lives for 1,500 years, just wants to die. Denied.
I just want to die. No. Well.
As your gene father, I'd say.
But yeah, I mean, I still say that the White Scars are terribly underrated.
Yep. I think the Black Templars are in a healthy place in more.
I want to get my new execution on. Never forget. Never forget.
No, you gotta go with like the actual, like repent for tomorrow you die. I love that saying. It's such a.
That is such a hard saying. Repent now for tomorrow.
I want you to imagine, like, you attack the Imperium. You just like attack, like you've never met them before. Whatever. Like imagine like the Coven or something attacks the Imperium, and then just get one message after the attack, and it's from a battle barge that says repent.
Oh my god, Lord. Do you know what this is?
What?
This is if a Space Marine got isekai.
You know, there were some guys that were telling, I can't remember who it was, maybe they're still here, but they were talking about how they actually had, that was one of their D&D things, they were doing Space Marine and all got but they were all from.
But here's the thing, if a Space Marine ended up in a fantasy world, and they were limited to medieval weaponry and stuff, this is how they would do it, I feel like.
Yep, that would be much fun.
Imagine Space Marines, like a Dark Angel showing up in the Shield Hero world.
It's like, you are the hero of the shield. They try and accuse them of it. You like, you can't attack with that. Smashes their head in. Would you look at that? I attacked with that.
Wow, would you look at the time? It's Heritage Burning Sun. White Stars are a weird kind of underrated and overrated. People say that they're the best, but don't know any of their interesting characters. They have nothing in 40k. Well, then how can you call them overrated? Like, that sounds to me like they're underrated. If people say they're the best but can't tell you why, then they're talking out of a fandom perspective. They're not talking out of a legit lore perspective. I wouldn't say that's overrated. I'd say that's just there's a lot of people who want them to have more than they have, but don't know what to give them as of yet. How was the testing ground? I liked it. I'll do a video talking about it later, probably tomorrow or something. Funny to mention that, my little brother's making a fanfic crossover Warhammer 40k for Honor. Already beat you to it, but hey, I'm curious to see how you do.
For honor and glory.
I need to finish that.
I need to actually paint the Chaos Warband.
Yeah, we do.
It sounded like Robin admitted times. I get another shot. What? Check script. Yes. Yeah.
I dare you take my shit, man.
If I could isekai to Warhammer, it would be such, but killing heretics daily sounds. It would suck, but killing heretics daily sounds fun. It depends on how you get zapped in there. Like, there's actually a fan story of like it's 30K where a guy gets like he dies like of old age, but then he was like always a fan of Warhammer, and he gets isekai'd into the body of the second Primarch. And so he's got like he knows everything that happens, like goes on with the Horus Heresy. So it's like, oh crap, I gotta figure out how I can get around this.
I don't think the Emperor's a good father. Well, correct. He wasn't a very good father.
Great general, interesting leader. Father figure.
Well, part of it was because he wasn't trying to be a father, which he needed to be. He needed to be more of a father to his son.
If nothing else, a friend.
Hold on. Let's get him with the sword again. I don't think that the Emperor did everything wrong, but he definitely made a lot of mistakes.
There are some things he did that I think were just right. Some things that he did were objectively wrong. Other things he did that I come off as wrong, but I understand why he did what he did.
Here's the thing, like, the Emperor seems to fall into two camps. Either you think he's just the best thing that ever happened to the Warhammer setting, and he's just absolutely correct in everything he does, or he's a monster, irredeemable. Every choice he made was bad. In fact, he's so bad playing Imperium at all is just wrong. And all I can say to that is both sides are fundamentally wrong. The Emperor is, at the end of the day, human, and he makes mistakes. I think the fact is about the Emperor, he forgot he could make mistakes. I think it's so ironic that the Emperor constantly says over and over again, I'm not a god, I'm not a god, I'm not a god, don't worship me. And yet he starts to see himself as a godly figure who can't make mistakes.
And everything but me.
Like, legit, like, I'm not a god, but I'm infallible, you know? Like, boy. And that's why I think that some of his ideas, especially near the later end of his reign, were bad. Like, he just made a lot of real crap-tier decisions. The Edict of Nicaea, the burning of Monarchia, sitting Horus to be War Master and returning without a word to go work on the webway, not telling anyone about chaos or what was really within the war. Like, he made a lot of dumb decisions. He made good decisions, though. The Primarch project itself was a good decision. The webway project itself is a good decision. He just needed to be more open about it. His plan to limit religion or baseless religion was a good idea. He just needed to give context to it. Like, he had good decisions. He had good ideas. He just didn't follow through with them.
He is not the true Emperor, the savior of humanity. It's Karl Franz.
Karl Franz, baby. Did I get all my orders done? I've still got 2 more heals to do. Then we should go for it?
Yeah, we got time if you want to.
We'll go one more. We'll go one more.
One more time. Shit.
We'll go one more so that I can try to get the healing order done. And if I don't, this will be the last one. Teleporting Engron, yeah, definitely. That was a very bad idea. Kill stealing Mortarion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But to be fair, Mortarion kind of helped with that one.
Yeah, Mortarion wasn't entirely blameless in that situation. So, I can't... While I don't think it was the best idea, he could have done that.
Yeah, but like not telling the Primarchs was like, it's like, they told Corvus, but telling everyone else, no. Couldn't do
yeah, like... I'll never... And you know what? I'll be honest, I don't blame the whole Angron thing on the Emperor. I blame that on inconsistent writing. Because we've seen the Emperor, when he shows up for Mortarion or for Vulcan, oh, he's all about, let me help you guys out. Like, you got something going on? I'll help you fix it, you know? Like, I'll prove you who I say I am. With Angron, it was a complete 180, and there was no reason he couldn't help
Yeah,
Angron.
because Angron literally just straight up asked him, like, if you're so great and so powerful, why don't you help us?
Like, if you really want my support, why don't you support me now? You know?
Because
And his reasoning was, this is beneath you. I'm like, bull fucking shit. You want all of humanity under your belt. This is the best way to do it. You absolute retard.
But if you want to earn someone's loyalty for life, you do this.
Like legit, and there is no reason for it. So it actually broke some of the Emperor's character, as far as I'm concerned. Because in what world would the Emperor do this? Like, in what world would the Emperor do that? Like I've never known him to make such a
So was
bonehead
he just
decision.
high that day? He said afterwards, like, Malcolm, you ain't gonna believe this. I thought I saw I found one of my sons, and he had these nails in his head, and I just kind of yanked him for like the most important battle in his life. It's crazy. So did we actually find him? That actually happened. Oh, he probably thinks I know. Oh.
But yeah, that whole thing about Angron is just...
I don't even know who that is. I need to buy books for more. Mitt, before you jumped on some of those books, because there's a lot, I recommend looking at just like some lore vids and other stuff like that. Easy way.
Well, I plan to do a video soon ranking my favorite Loyalist Primarchs.
Yay!
And then a follow-up video sometime ranking my favorite Traitor Primarchs.
Yay!
And then I will probably do a video at some point explaining the different legions. I might just do a video per legion and just talk about the goods, the bads, some of the things that you may or may not know about them. The problem is, the last time I tried to do Warhammer-based content, I got some hate. Not bad hate, just kind of like you don't know what you're talking about hate. Like people saying, like, you should watch Breaky.
No, they didn't say Breaky, they said Luton. And I'm just like, but we don't have the time.
Who has time to watch Luton?
But we use Luton to go to sleep.
Yeah,
Nothing against the guy. He's very, very in detail. But
like, and that's the thing. If people are going to say you should just watch this, well then I'm not. Like, if people are just saying you should just watch this person, I'm like, then what are you doing watching me? Go watch them. I find it really funny that anytime the Emperor's brought up, people always say, yeah, he did this thing wrong and this thing wrong. I'm like, can we all take a moment to appreciate the fact that he united mankind? Without him, there would not be a fucking Imperium. I think people like to forget that, because while he did make terrible mistakes, he still was integral to the survival of mankind. And he still is.
like literally him, like the Astronomicon, huge way.
Bitch slapping Nurgle.
That might be my favorite. Just, you know what, Nurgle, you lost your garden privileges.
Like, just... Like, again, I swear, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying the Emperor does everything right, I'm just saying, why do we forget? That's why I think that this whole anti-Imperium bias has been going on for so long, just because the Games Workshop has gone so far out of their way to say, Emperor bad, Emperor bad, Emperor bad, and I'm like...
Well, they have a weird relationship with it, because they'll go like, oh yeah, Emperor worship bad, Emperor's such a bad guy. But then a writer will go like, but when he's doing something that I personally agree with, he's amazing.
Favorite Imperial Guard regiment? Probably the Deathborn of Krieg. Or, I mean, the Valhallans are also pretty awesome.
Tempestus Scions.
The Tempestus Scions are pretty awesome, yeah. Alright, I think I finished my order, so we should be good. if the Emperor didn't have the Crusade, everything probably would be fine.
No.
No. Hardcore wrong. Like, unbelievably wrong.
The Xenofactions wasn't even the only problem. That's the problem. They were a problem.
Okay, so let's see, you say the Chaos Gods were pretty weak before the heresy.
Slaanesh was just born. She was super powerful.
Slaanesh was just born, was eating up Eldar.
Left and right, so she was
strong.
She was nice and tasty.
Plus, keep in mind, the Eye of Terra had just recently formed, which means that... Well, reformed, but the point is, it was fueling demon movement out of the war. And then the Xenos faction would be the only problem. Okay, yeah, you said, well, that's the only problem. It's kind of like saying, hey, look, if we don't perform maintenance on this airplane, it'll still fly. I mean, there's just a giant hole in the rear. It's the only problem. Yeah, it's still a problem.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing is that like there are a lot of alien races that were like enslaving humanity, torturing humanity. Like a lot of the times when the Space Legions rolled up, they were welcomed as liberators. So it was kind of like the Emperor became popular for a pretty big reason.
And my other question would be, okay, if we didn't do the Great Crusade, what's the alternative? Just leave all of humanity separated, leaderless, divided?
Allow the orcs to regain their full power and become like, because that was the reason why the whole after the Ulanor Crusade, the Emperor said, okay, things are calm enough, I can go back, because he considered that the last true major threat, and then the remnants of those orcs eventually became. But like eventually formed 2,000 years later into the War of the Beast, where Krork started to come back, or like that sort of stuff. So if you just leave them alone for long enough, it is highly likely Krork's going to come back.
And Krorks are way worse than orcs. The gods need people to believe them for power. They had only minor cults on a few planets. Repeat, Slaanesh was just born and feeding on Eldar souls, and they had the Dark Eldar too. Like, and you say it's just a few cults, it's still enough to keep them in power, and you're now ignoring the initial point, which was the other Xenos, which were still a major threat.
And not to mention the Chaos Gods were their powerful because thanks to the new war changes, the Chaos Gods were messing around even during the war in heaven.
Yeah, I remember that. They changed the lore saying that the Chaos Gods were active and messing around in the war in heaven. So the Chaos Gods are still active. Like, they were getting power from somewhere.
Insane.
So no, the whole idea that the Crusade itself was a problem, no. Hard to disagree.
By the way, thanks for introducing me to Persona 5 beneath the mask.
It's an OST from Persona 5.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's real catchy. Like, there were more aliens that were... I'm like, what about, like... Hold on, what about the, what were their names? The Rondung Xenocide.
Yeah, the Rondung. Can't leave that.
Can't leave the... Like, we know about the Orcs and Tau and Eldar. Well, no, I'm talking about... We know about all these now as the only real Xenos threats, but there were way more before during the Great Crusade. The reason they're not a problem now is because of the Great Crusade. Look, not everything in the Great Crusade was good, but to say that it wasn't essential to the survival of humanity? Ah.
Now, could the Crusade have been managed better? Yes.
Sure.
In and of itself. Why doesn't Chaos affect the Tau as much? Simply because their souls are so small.
Their souls don't leave as much of a ripple in the warp. That's why there aren't many Tau Psychers.
There aren't any.
Oh, I didn't think. I thought there were like two.
No, it's weird because actually, people have been talking about there's going to be like a new Tau schism coming up soon. Because thanks to all the non-Tau people living in the Tau Empire, that fervently believe in the greater good, they've now created a Tau goddess based on the greater good. And that goddess has directly intervened helping out the Tau. Like Shadow Sun has like been seeing visions of her, and she directly has like saved her on several occasions. And so because of that, there are now humans and Tau within the Tau Empire that are sort of rejecting the atheistic doctrine of the ethereal and wanting to worship this new Tau goddess.
So Psychers are the gateway to the warp? Psychers are mortal beings who have a close enough connection to the warp that they can influence it to a degree. Basically giving them the ability to pull sorcerer-like powers, like summon fire, move things with their mind. For more powerful Psychers, they can grow literal angel wings. They can transform their very appearance. They can summon demons. They can speak to spirits. Like, Psychers have incredible power because they draw energy from the warp. The danger, though, is it's kind of like, as I've explained to many people when it comes to the warp, think of the warp like an ice lake. There's water and fish and stuff underneath the lake, you know? They're all there. And they might leave you alone until you start bothering the water, once you start throwing rocks on the ice. The more rocks and movement on that ice, the more you stir up the fish underneath until they come up to investigate. And then they might be willing to break through that ice to see what's going on. So, the way you can think, like something like, say, the Eye of Terror. It was like throwing a giant rock into the ice. And Psychers are essentially throwing rocks onto the ice. Small ones, but still rocks, and that stirs up the fish underneath. So, case in point, you may end up with demons reacting. That's why Psychers are so untrustworthy, because it means they're closer to chaos, and they could be influenced by, and demons could more readily find them. That's why blanks have become such an important factor, like the Sisters of Silence, because blanks are also known as pariahs. They actually have no connection to the warp at all.
They have a reverse connection.
They have a reverse connection to the warp. They repel the warp itself. They are an entity that somehow has no connection to the warp whatsoever, and they can nullify demonic or psyker abilities just by being close to them. But the blanks are not like. Think about it like this. A blank is kind of like a person who, you don't know why you don't like him, you just don't like him. This person just always seems to smell bad. He just looks kind of off. Like, you just never feel comfortable around that person. That's because everyone, even non-psychers, have some kind of presence in the warp. They give off some kind of ripple on the ice lake. You know what I'm saying? It's like they have, everyone has a presence in the warp. They have a place in it. Blanks literally don't. They should not exist. In fact, it's funny, Jurgen, a character from the Caiaphas King novels, who is a blank, before we knew he was a blank, he meets a psyker, and he's trying to help this psyker get into a truck, and she has a fit being near him, and she screams, "He's nothing. He's nothing." And she's being honest because she can't sense him. She can't feel him in the warp.
It can actually hurt him, like, and it's weird, because, like, the best way to describe, like, there was another example in the Eisenhorn novels. The first one, she's been several, but like Elizabeth Beckwin, she's basically living like a terrible life in this backwater world, and like it's established that no one really likes her or anything. And then when Eisenhorn gets close to her, he's a minor psyker, and he sort of realizes what the heck's going on. Like why he's so uncomfortable around. He's like, she's a blank. And then he explains to her like what she is. And she, like, is kind of, like I always knew people hated her, now I know why.
Well, it's funny, he actually says physically she was very attractive, and yet he felt repulsed by her for some reason. And that's when it hit him. Like, it wasn't a matter of she wasn't physically attractive, she was. But it's like, I feel repulsed somehow. What was ironic is she was working as a prostitute.
Yep.
Because she couldn't get a job anywhere because people didn't like her.
Well, guess what? She went from prostitute to inquisitor.
Yeah, she was pretty awesome.
Talk about a jumping job.
The dragon? Yeah, the Emperor fought the Void Dragon. Buried his ass in Mars.
Mutual hostile Usual.
And he did that during the Middle Ages.
You think you can win?
Because, no. Why not?
Soldier! Charge!
Did Slanesh on its own have any connection to humanity before the heresy? I don't know that later Slanesh worshippers. I guarantee you she had some connection to humanity, because if humanity felt lust or a desire for perfection or a needed for excess, she got fueled by it. Because keep in mind, chaos isn't just fueled or powered by worship, they're also powered by the things that make up their whole identity. So a little bit off topic. When did the Khorne Berserkers come around? Do you mean the World Eaters, or do you mean like Khorne warriors in general? Because Khorne's always had warriors, demons who served him.
The Khorne Berserkers in 40k came around when the World Eaters Legion turned to Khorne.
Because when people think Khorne Berserkers, they think the World Eaters. That's usually what they think of. So yeah. Quick question related to the stream: how well would the For Honor setting translate into D&D campaign? It'd be difficult because D&D is more fantasy and with different races and stuff.
It would be weird because it'd be low. For Honor is a low magic setting, so things like sorcerers, warlocks, wizards would be very, very rare.
Well, anyway, guys, that's going to be it for tonight. Thank you guys so much. I know that tonight wasn't a great stream. I know that I had a bit of a breakdown earlier. I was just angry. That's never fun. I'm only human. Sometimes I have those moments. I try not to. They don't happen often, but when they do, they do. Tomorrow's Saturday. Depending on how I feel, we'll do a stream. I don't know if I'll feel up to it. We'll have to just see. If we do stream, it'll be Dead by Daylight or For Honor. Space Marine 2 is planned for Sunday. We are planning to do Space Marine Sunday because Lark should be available then. But anyway, yeah. All right. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Take care.
Have a good one, fellas.